Hi guys, Tausif here with Walk and Talk Cricket, and today we'll talk about semi-final of World Cup 2023. India is playing New Zealand at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The news emerging is the wicket which was meant to be used. There's a pitch switch, so the pitch that was meant to be used was pitch number 7, and that's what ICC curator Andy asked the groundsman to prepare. However, for whatever reason, that pitch hasn't been prepared, and the wicket number 6, pitch number 6, that has been used for 2 games. So this will be the third game on the same pitch. Will be used for this semi-final. Would that change anything? I think that will definitely change everything for both the teams because now it looks like you probably need 3 spinners instead of 2. So team selections, obviously, India going with 6 batsmen and 5 bowlers, with obviously Jadeja being all-rounder, so that evens up. 2 spin bowling options, 3 fast bowling options, and then part-timers would fill in. On the other hand, New Zealand's got a few spin bowling options, and their likely playing 11 would be with Devon Conway and Rachin opening the batting, Kane Williamson number 3, Mitchell at 4, Tom Latham at 5, Glenn Phillips at 6, Mark Chapman at 7, Setner at 8, Tim Southee, Lockie Ferguson, and Trent Boult. So it's actually a decent bowling lineup if you look at, but also a decent batting lineup because Setner is a very, very good number 8. On the other hand, India's number 8 is probably Shami. So India's number 8 is probably equivalent to New Zealand number 19. So on that front, New Zealand bat deep. Bowling options, so New Zealand got obviously 3 fast bowlers, and then 1 medium pace all rounder in Mitchell. I'm not sure how much he will bowl on a slow dick like this. And then you've got Glenn Phillips who can roll his arm with off spin. And then you've got Mark Chapman who hasn't bowled much, but he's actually not coming from New Zealand. I know that he's more than handy bowler, and Rachin Ravindra. So I think New Zealand's got a lot more spin bowling options. Like the batsmen, who've got 3 batsmen who can bowl decent finger spin, and then a finger spinner who can bat. So I think overall, New Zealand is a pretty solid lineup, batting and bowling. Who will win? So I guess like the toss will play a huge part. I think India might end up playing Ashwin. I don't know at whose cost because I can see both the openers being left-handers, and then Tom Latham at 5 with left-hander Mark Chapman. So I guess 4 out of 7 are left-handers, and 4 out of 5 out of 8 are left-handers. So I think that probably encourage India to play Ashwin, especially as a slow deck. He's very effective and very smart on these kind of tracks. He hasn't been needed much, but I think in this game you probably got to play. So if Ashwin plays, at what cost? Can they drop Surya Kumar Yadav and bat Ravindra Jadeja at 6? Is it too high for him? Ashwin at 7? Is it too long of a tail? Or they can even Kuldeep Yadav, who has been bowling well, but it's a slow dick, so you might need someone like Ashwin there. So I'm not too sure, but I think they should find a way to get Ashwin in if it's a slow track that has been used twice. Toss will play a huge part, in my opinion. I think the toss, whoever wins the toss will probably bat first. Heat as well. The temperature is 35 to 40. Humidity is on the lower side, but as the day progresses, second inning starts, the temperature drops down. It's it's by the coast, Mumbai, so the temperature drops down significantly by the second innings, and it swings. So from what we have seen in past, it has swung a lot in the second innings than the first innings at Mumbai. So keeping that in mind, I guess both the teams would like to bat first. If we do the matchup, so I would say Rohit Sharma and Trent Boult. Obviously both are really, really good players, but Rohit Sharma probably limited footwork against the swinging ball. And if it comes in at a good pace, comes in late, he might be a leg before wicket candidate. But Boult hasn't been bowling as well as he has been over the years. So I guess you never know, but that's a good matchup. And then on the other hand, I would say Tim Southee and Shubman Gill. The reason I say that is because Shubman Gill, again, he's quite an upright batsman like Babar Azam, and sometimes throws his hands at the ball. Again, a swinging ball will trouble him. He does leave a gap between bat and pad, and Tim Southee, he uses the angle very well. I think he might be able to sneak in and inside edge ball or LB. So that's a good matchup. Number 3 is Kohli. I think Kohli's matchup would be against Saudi as well, who, for whatever reason, has got Kohli's wicket quite a few times. Again, he will pitch it up to start with and see if Kohli can go with hard hands early on. Because if you don't get Kohli out early, then he will bat long, So I guess like Tim Saudi can, play a part there. Then Iyer, I think the matchup would be Lockie Ferguson, because I know Iyer released a statement saying that he's not afraid of short ball, or he's, that's not his weakness. But like when everyone talks about it, and that person in particular talks about it, that is the problem. So I think New Zealand will probably get him out short ball, and he's an aggressive batsman, very good batsman of spin. But I think he can be found out. KL Rahul, again, maybe Bolt. Trent Bolt might bring him in from an angle because he is a little bit tentative. But Kohli and KL Rahul are probably technically best batsmen in Indian batting lineup, from my understanding. And you need to do something special to get them out. But the others, they will give you a chance. So batting at 6 would be Surya Kumar Yadav if he's playing. Again, he hasn't really he hasn't broke the code for one-day cricket. He's brilliant in T20 cricket, but this format he's yet to. So he's, I wouldn't think that New Zealand would be worried about him. But again, 5 overs of his batting can change the game. Okay, on the other hand, if you look at Ravindra and Devon Conway starting the batting for New Zealand, both are pretty good opening batsmen. They leave the ball really well. That's the key, especially against swinging ball, if there is swing. Then Kane Williamson comes in, and again, he's solid as a rock. He will take his time and build his innings. So if India puts up a big total and gets 1 or 2 wickets early, then New Zealand will struggle, because Kane Williamson paces his inning. He takes his time. So he needs people around him to score quick, just like Babar Azam. And if they lose early wickets, they might, India might have a better chance. So going into the game, India are favorites, and they're favorites by fair bit. Personally, I don't see it that way, although I'm obviously based in New Zealand and I'm a New Zealand supporter. But I feel like, if the ball is swinging, Indian top order will struggle. Kohli and KL Rahul definitely compact, but other 4 will struggle against moving ball. And if there is New Zealand wins the toss and ball second, I think they have a fair chance, equal chance to win the game as India does. So overall, I think I've covered everything I can think of. There is obviously today there's a news about the pitch switch, which is pretty sad because what we've been told is the ICC curator or the head curator, he's been sort of misled by the BCCI or the local boards, and then and he's actually gone to Ahmedabad where the final is played, because apparently the pitch he wanted to be used in the final is probably not going to be used in the final. So that aside, I think India still is a very good team, and they have ability to beat any team on any given day on any surface. So I think this will leave a little bit bad taste in people's mouth because of that. But I guess it will still be a good game regardless of it's played on a slow day. It's played on a turning track. I think both the teams know what they're playing on. So let's see how it goes. I will make another post-match analysis after the game and leave a comment. Just leave a comment here under the video and tell us who do you think will win. I will speak to you after the game. Thank you. Bye-bye.